my eyes were your eyes, if one voice could be heard, our heart would be persistent to make a true difference. If my eyes were your eyes, if one voice could be heard, our heart would be persistent to make a true difference.
Every time I pick up this book, it reminds me of my childhood years in Jamaica. And every image in this book just reminds me of that journey. You know, jumping on the bus, going through the hills, looking at the luscious green mountains, the coconut trees, the rivers, the people. This book just takes me on that journey all over again.
Growing up, I missed out on a lot of Jamaica. I don't know the island. You know, I left Jamaica when I was 18, but this helps me with with remembering the little pieces of Jamaica that I can relate to, like, you know, going to the country and when I was a kid in the summer and playing in the river with my cousins and so on.
When I think of the book, I think of the authenticity of the pictures and even the poetry writing. A side of Jamaica that I know I've never seen before, even though I've been there.
One of the things I loved about Pieces of Jamaica is that it's such a simple a book with the simple pictures, yet it's so rich because there's just so much culture and beauty in each and every shot that's taken in here. And in the book, with each picture, there's a little map that shows you where in the area the photo was taken, which I thought was really interesting because it almost like takes you a trip around the country of Jamaica.
All right, my first impression of the book was just awesome. Saw it and just fell in love with it. It just brings you back, really nostalgic. In terms of Jamaican heritage, it is the book to see, to have. It takes you home. It gives you the right feel of the people, the feel of the place. If you want authentic, this is it.
When I opened the book, Pieces of Jamaica, it took me straight back home. What I love the most is just the realness of the book. David's eye and what he caught in terms of what my memories of Jamaica. Just the things that you would never ever forget. The staples, the natural beauty of Jamaica. He wasn't trying to put forward what everyone else wants to see. He captures beauty seen in a different light. This is real beauty. This is natural beauty.
I think this book actually tells the real story of Jamaica.
I've got pieces of Jamaica embedded in my soul. Painted snapshots of pictures, painting of vivid culture.
Black, green, and gold.
Before getting to the actual book is a sense of the process getting to the book and seeing him actually capture the images in Jamaica and how the concept of the book kind of evolved. He wants to capture this beautiful island and then getting to doing the exhibitions and then the book. We had a launch in Fort Lauderdale, we've had a launch in Toronto, in Jamaica, and to see how people are excited about the book.
Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God, look at this. Oh, David, what a wicked picture is.
My role in the book really was to write the captions for the photos, and I'll tell you this. Some of them I would just look at the picture and immediately the words would come. And that was great. And then there were others I had to really dig deeper. And then for others, there were some that weren't captioned. And it was mostly because I looked at them and I'm like, these need no words.
The man in the ackee tree.
The ackee tree.
With this look, like, you know, he has the whole world in his hands. You know, he can see everything, you know, from his perch in the tree to the girl standing in the doorway, the one we labeled Ah. We all were sitting around naming the photos and everybody just blurted out, Ah.
The cover photo on the book, the kid just jumping off the cliff and just laying flat out. Like he's just having fun, having a great time, you know. Stuff like that reminds me when I was a kid, playing with my brothers and sisters out in the front yard.
The front cover is my favorite picture, and the reason why it's my favorite is because, first of all, it's an amazing shot, and second of all, it's just so raw.
My wow picture in here is the picture with the van for sale. I mean, come on now. Not only do you see this truck that you and I would pass somewhere and think that, man, this is finished. But with the for sale sign, I can guarantee you that somebody bought that vehicle and not just buy it, but using it. And for me, that is like Jamaica. We are a resourceful people. We are a people that can make something out of nothing. And so every time I look at that picture, it just gives me strength, it gives me hope, and it just says, yeah man, Jamaica, no problem.
When I look at this picture, it's called House in St. Bess. It just reminds me of growing up in the country with my grandmother and her little house in the countryside. And so even the caption that I wrote for this one was, you know, it resonates with me for that reason.
Just the kids in their uniform going to school. I know we all used to wear a uniform like that and go to school. And we all had friends that used to act just like that, walking home from school. And then those are the memories, you know, sweet memories.
There's one that he has with the father and the daughter, where the daughter is looking straight into the camera and the father is eating like the fish, I believe, the fish at the festival right on Hellshire Beach. My parents used to take us to Hellshire and we used to eat there every single weekend. And that's one of my most favorite memories of Jamaica. So when David took me there, Pieces of Jamaica took me there.
Beyond the beauty of our land, because our land has so much beauty, but he captures the people's joy. And you know, even the sadness, he captures everything.
David has a gift, I tell him, that he takes the common places and makes them beautiful because of his photography.
His personality is able to disarm people, and people felt comfortable with him.
When you open a book, you can feel connected to the artist, what he was even capturing.
This book is timely. I think this is one of the best things that could have happened for Jamaica at its 50th. And when I look at a book like this is something that I can use to help to inspire people, especially the youth of today.
The relevance for Pieces of Jamaica is quite significant. It depicts the past, the present, and the future. For our young people, this book is almost a pictorial for them to get an essence of their history.
The most important thing to me in this book are the photos of the people, their faces. You see that there are so many of them smiling, they're resilient. That's the kind of portrayal we want to have. That's the kind of people we are. We're strong, we go hard. Our culture is rich, and you see this throughout the book.
Jamaica is a part of my life. I want anyone who comes into my house to get that feeling of this is who I am in such few, with pictures. Sometimes we try to use cards or small words, but I don't have to use words. I just show the pictures and they get some of where I'm from.
It's a great copybook, you know, and it's something that you and your kids can share for the entire family.
It's a perfect gift because it's something that will help conversations. It will go, not just conversations, it stimulates a memory of family, a family vibe. It stimulates a friendship, a connection. Pieces of Jamaica.
Pieces of Jamaica, the Real Rock edition. It's the authentic Jamaica, captured candid images throughout the island. All the different scenes that sometimes we take for granted. The beauty of Jamaica, the art, how our day-to-day life, how our culture is beautiful. And accompanied by prose, accompanied by, I think the names are very well done of the pieces. And I mean, even to add in the end the glossary, to have for people who may not be familiar with some of our terminology, to have that can go down from generation to generation, and that everybody from every walk of life can appreciate. Pieces of Jamaica.
I want to sing this song for David because he really has a true heart for Jamaica, and I'm glad that his photography, his eyes, are able to tell a wonderful story. If my eyes were your eyes, if one voice could be heard, our heart would be persistent to make a true difference.
If my eyes were your eyes, if one voice could be heard, our heart would be persistent to make a true difference. If my eyes were your eyes, if one voice could be heard, our heart would be persistent to make a true difference. Just for once, just let us try. Try to see a different life. We don't have to be caught in a cage of pride. Reach out and you'll find. If my eyes were your eyes, if one voice could be heard, to make a true difference.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Pieces of Jamaica.